What's going on? It's Brady over at Scape Haven. This video is going to be about agencies versus landscapers, why they get their bad rep, what they're doing wrong, and overall how to correctly use Facebook for landscaping leads. This is going to be the full guide, and this is going to be an overview on our services and how we scale landscapers to seven figures and beyond. So if you own a landscaping company, chances are you've been contacted by hundreds of agencies all claiming about the same thing: 100 leads in 90 days, X amount of leads or you don't pay, 30 leads in your first month. And while they probably can convert on these promises, chances are these leads are going to be garbage. And I know this because my very first client, I had brought in 120 leads from Facebook ads in just over 3 months with about $33 a day on ad spend. That's about $25 to $40 per leads. I had never run Facebook ads before in my life. So getting leads from Facebook is generally no problem, but a huge majority of these leads are not going to convert because, one, they're not high quality. There's a bunch of window shoppers looking for the lowest price. They may not even be in your service area. They may not even be looking for the services that you provide. And there's no conversion mechanisms in place to actually convert these leads. So leads that come from digital marketing, they need to be treated a lot differently than word of mouth referrals. So word of mouth referrals, they already have that built-in trust because they're getting referred from a friend or a family member, and they're already giving your company a bunch of great feedback. So they're going to convert a lot easier, chances are. But these digital marketing leads, they need to be nurtured a lot more because we're turning a stranger that is probably seeing your company for the first time into a paying customer. So this is what I call the old way of getting leads. Now, number one, you may be using third-party lead vendors like Angie's List, Home Advisor, House, all of those. And this is just not scalable because the only way to do this is basically to compete on price, because these companies or these lead vendors, they're giving these leads out to like 10 different landscape companies. So now the only way to really convert these leads is to kind of undercut everybody else on the price. And I call this the race to the bottom because it's not scalable. You don't want to lower your price in order to close a project. And a lot of these leads, some of them are even fake. Some competing landscape companies I've heard will actually go in and put in fake information so that their competitors get fake leads, which is crazy. And a lot of these leads will say that they need a full landscape remodel, and then it's maybe just a mulch job. And they're saying they want a full landscape remodel because they want these companies to actually call them. Now, the other bad way of getting leads is what most of these agencies are doing, and that is advertising with no lead verification. So what they're doing is putting out simple lead forms that collect contact details, and that's it. So you get name, email, and phone, which, yeah, that's great, but you don't have any information on the project that they want, their budget, and you're really kind of left on your own. Now, the result of this is your sales team or you is stuck calling all of these leads, hoping for a response, and you don't even know what their project is. You don't even know if they're serious about needing a landscape project. So now you're spending thousands each month on these agencies' service fee, and you're giving them a bunch of ad spend that they are wasting on getting a pile of junk leads. It's not scalable, it's not efficient, and it's going to waste a lot of your money. So now let's take a look at the new way of getting leads that's not going to waste all of your ad spend budget on just a bunch of leads with no actual real information. So we're going to be doing targeted advertising with lead verification. So this is where you highly target users in your service area and create verification funnels that are going to weed out those unqualified and junk leads. Now, we're also going to have CRM automations to track exactly what is working and what is not working. So this is going to result in no more wasted ad spend. We're also going to utilize AI and automations for a significant boost on conversions. These are our conversion mechanisms. So the first thing is American-based internal sales agencies are huge. We're going to go over that a little bit more. AI nurturing sequences over a 12-month span, review campaigns, and social media presence. So what does all this mean? How can you actually implement it? And is this going to work for your business? So who is this video actually for? This is going to work best with established landscapers that are ready to scale and are willing to implement these new strategies. It's going to work best with landscapers that are offering full remodeling services. Those are services like full landscape design, turf, hardscape, pavers, pool installations, full remodels, pool remodels, outdoor kitchens, patios, these more high ticket projects, because you're going to need a little bit more of a marketing budget to get these strategies going. And you're going to get a way better ROI if you're actually offering these high ticket projects that are going to be bringing in way more revenue. So first things first, we're going to go over advertising with lead verification. Now, there are many places that you can advertise, but I always suggest to go with Facebook because they have the world's largest AI algorithm and they have a database of 3.59 billion users. Now, Meta consists of Facebook and Instagram, and it is said that 77% of people who are active online have at least one account associated with Meta. They say that Facebook knows more about you than you know about yourself, and I would say that is completely believable. So when it comes to advertising, you're going to want to target your service areas, people in the 30 to 55 age range, because that is when people are at their highest earning ages. And you're going to want to keep your target interests pretty broad because you don't want to narrow this down too much because Facebook will figure it out on their own anyways. So if you give them a smaller pool to work with, it's not going to be better than just leaving it more wide open and let Facebook do their thing, find who is going to become a lead and find who is most likely not going to become a lead. And believe it or not, Facebook does want you to succeed using their platform. So a lot of people may think that advertising on Facebook doesn't work, thinks it's a scam, and that may be because you worked with an agency before that threw all your money at junk leads. So they do want you to succeed. They want your campaigns to do well because if they do well, you're going to give them more money, right? So if your campaigns are performing poorly, chances are you're going to shut them down and you're going to say, screw Facebook ads, I'm never doing this again. So let's actually go over the framework that we use to get leads. So this is kind of the copy that's going to be on your Facebook ads. So first things first is target audience. So you're going to want to say something along the lines of attention homeowners in, and then the city that you are advertising to, or the cities that you are targeting and that you want customers from. Then you're going to give an intro to your offer. This is kind of where you say, attention homeowners in Phoenix, Arizona, if you are looking for backyard remodel, if you're looking for pool installation or turf installation, and you kind of give them an idea of what the ad is going to be about. So now they can say, oh, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, I'm looking for pool installation, and they're going to keep reading. You're going to want to list some benefits of your services and capture their desire. So this is kind of where you're just giving some information about your services, what you do, the benefits of working with you and not somebody else, what makes you different. And then, of course, you're going to want to give them a call to action. So if they are interested in this is something that they are looking for, you want to give them a place to go so now that they can fill out your lead form. Inside of your call to action, you're going to want to give a little bit of urgency or scarcity. So you're going to want to say something along the lines of, this is our 4th of July sale, so make sure that you go and fill out the form now. It's only going to be active for a week. Or scarcity would be, we only have 10 slots available. They tend to fill up quick, so make sure you go fill out our form now so we can get in contact with you and get your project rolling. That's an example of using urgency and scarcity in your call to action. So when it comes to collecting information from leads, you should not only be receiving contact information. This is why a lot of these agencies can sell you on getting leads quickly, is because they're only giving you contact information, which, as we've gone over, is not very helpful. So there's strategies we can use in order to receive more information from each lead, like their budget, project details, project start time, valuable information like that, that is going to let you know if a lead is actually serious and worth contacting. So we do this through verification funnels. This could be something like a custom Facebook lead form, which is directly in Facebook, or a custom landing page. This is one that we're actually using for a client right now. As you can see, this is custom built out for the client, and there is a custom lead form in here that is not only asking for full name, phone, email, but also their location, project details, and estimated budget. Now, we only put in the location that my client serves. So if they click on this and they see that their location is not available, chances are they're not going to submit this form because they know that this is probably not for them. It's also very important to add extra questions because when you just ask for contact information, Facebook knows your contact information and they will just pre-fill this in the form. So a lead may click on the form, their information is pre-filled. All they have to do is press submit. They have no skin in the game, right? They didn't do anything and they're probably not even going to remember that they submitted this form because all they did was press submit. That's it. They should actually have to type something out in regards to their landscape project. Another cool and unique way to instantly verify these leads is to have your call to action send them over to these instant estimate calculators or quizzes. So what this is a series of questions that will produce an estimate for the user as soon as they finish. So as they fill out the form, they are going to be asked about the services that they are interested in. So as they check off the services that you provide, their estimate or the price is going to be automatically adjusted. At the end of the form, the user is going to be asked if they are interested in a concept design from your company. So if a user is filling out all these questions, they see your estimated price, so they know kind of what it's going to cost, and they continue to request a design, wouldn't you say this is probably a very high quality lead since they went through all of these steps, they've seen an estimated price, and they're still looking to speak and work with your company? And now you have tons of project information because they filled out this form and you're getting sent the answers. You know they're a serious customer and you know they're probably able to afford your services since they've seen the price. Next, we're going to get in how you can use automations to further verify your leads. So digital marketing leads, they need to be contacted quick. Like I said, they need to be treated much differently than word of mouth referrals. So the contractor with the quickest speed will most likely close the deal. So chances are if a homeowner filled out a lead form from you, they're probably filling out forms from other landscapers as well. 75% of sales will go to the contractor that responds first. So, like I said, speed is going to be key, and very few landscapers will respond to leads within the first hour. And this is leaving a huge window of opportunity for you. With every passing minute, your probability of speaking with the lead decreases. Studies have actually shown that following up with the lead within the first 5 minutes is going to 9x your chances of engaging with the lead and having that meaningful conversation. But you're probably asking, how can you possibly contact every lead within 5 minutes while still running your company? This is where we implement American-based internal sales agents or lead callers. So you can outsource this process to double your appointments. Leveraging these agents is going to come with huge advantages. So you can use these agents to double verify leads. So not only are they being verified in the lead form, but these agents are going to call the lead within 5 minutes, and they're going to give you a lead quality score 1 through 10 based on the project that they are looking for. They're going to give you notes on the call. They're going to give you notes on exactly what they went over, what the homeowner said, and they're going to give you notes on the project that the homeowner is looking for, the time frame that they're looking to get started, and the time frame they want to be finished. This is extremely valuable because now you or your sales reps don't have to call all these leads and double verify. At my agency, we actually implement these sales agents into your company for you. So not only are they being verified with our lead forms and landing pages, but they are also getting a phone call within 5 minutes so that we can increase the chances of actually speaking with them and learning more about their projects. That's our double verification. So as I previously mentioned, nurturing these leads is going to boost your conversion significantly. So what really is lead nurturing? So if a lead does not respond, they don't respond to the sales agent, you or your sales team. Most people would say, well, the lead's gone, right? So we can just throw it away. They didn't answer. They're not interested. No. So this is actually where the nurturing sequence will begin. So first things first, of course, the sales agent will call twice. If there's no answer, they're going to leave a voicemail, text, and email. Then throughout the next 6 months, we have multiple touch points through email and SMS. So within the first week, we leave 6. Within the next month, we leave 12. And then the next 6 months, we leave one email or one text every 2 weeks. Then after that 6 months is over, we're going to run a database reactivation campaign with all of these leads that made it this long without ever responding or being contacted. So think about if a lead is filling out a lead form with all these different landscape companies, but you are the one who's constantly reaching out. You are the one who is checking in on them, seeing if they're ready. You're the one who is feeding them information. You're handling objections. They're going to choose you, right? It's going to give you authority. You're going to seem so much more professional. You're going to seem so much more real and human, and people like human, right? They want to speak with people that are human. And another thing to note, these emails are not salesy. They're not pushy. They are fun and purely focused just on objection handling, because if a lead submitted a form and never got back to you, you were never able to contact them, there's clearly some objection in the way. So throughout this email sequence, we are going to try and handle as many of those objections as we can. So when they read these emails, maybe they will think, okay, that clears things up. Now I'm ready to reach out. Really think of the competitive edge that you're going to have on these other landscapers they may have requested a quote from. They may have sent 1 or 2 emails. They may have called a couple times. And most people are not going to have nurturing sequences that are this long, this lengthy, and this in depth. It can really bring a lot of leads back from the dead that most people would have given up on. You may get a message from a lead that came in 3 months later, and after reading your emails, they decided that now is the time for their landscape project. You just never know. So when you have these in-depth nurturing sequences, the benefits are really endless. So now we've gone over actually how we are going to bring leads in and make sure they are qualified, verified, make sure that they are good, high quality leads. We've gone over the automations that we're going to use to further verify these leads and how we are going to keep them warm with our nurturing process. Now it is time to take a look at our tracking and what we're going to do to use a CRM to our advantage. Now, through Scape Haven, we use a CRM called Go High Level, and it is custom built out for each client. This is going to include a high level overview, all of your leads in one place, and a personalized dashboard that is going to give you information on each lead. Tracking your leads and tracking how your ads are performing and what conversion mechanisms are working is huge, because further down the line, you can use this to actually do something that we call customer funded acquisition. I will get to that in just a second. So using AI automations through our CRM. So this is where we can automate the nurturing sequence and SMS responses, which is called our AI assistant. So these nurturing sequences, think of all those touch points we talked about. So it's like 30, 40 touch points over the course of these 6 months, and then a reactivation campaign. Imagine having to type out all of those emails and send them automatically, track what leads have received what email, what leads are now going on to the reactivation campaign. There's just no way, right? It needs to be automated in a sequence. So that is what we do through our CRM. Now, using an AI assistant, you can also leverage SMS responses if they reach out through text. And maybe you're busy, you're not able to respond to all these texts right away. As I said before, speed is key. Whoever answers to leads quickest is most likely going to close the deal. So we can leverage AI assistants to automatically respond to these SMS messages. We also use AI automations to do our review and reactivation campaigns. I'll go over the review campaign very shortly. Now we get into the customer funded acquisition, which is an idea that was originated by Alex Hormozzi, who is extremely successful with advertising. He has built multi-million-dollar companies using advertising. This is the process of using your customers to fund your marketing budget to acquire your next customer. This is going to build a ton of predictability in your company, so you're able to know when your next lead is coming, when your next appointment is coming, and when your next closed project is coming. So once you start collecting data, you're going to be able to see how much a lead costs. This is your CPL. You're going to see how many leads turn into appointments. You're going to know how many appointments turn into sales, which is your closing rate, and you're going to be able to tell the ROI for each project. So let's check out an example of this. Let's say your CPL is $55, which is pretty high. We like to get them between $25 to $40, but for this example, we'll go worst case scenario. So your CPL is $55. One of 6 leads turned into an appointment. So 6 times 55, you're now getting appointments at $330. Let's say you have a 10% closing rate. 330 times 10, a new project is going to cost $3,300. This is going to be your ROI based on the cost of each project. Let's say you book a $10,000 project, you're going to have a 203% ROI. A $20,000 project, 506% ROI. 30,000, 809%. $50,000 project, 1,450% ROI. So if you have all this data, you know how much a lead costs, you know how much it costs to book an appointment and then a new project. There's so much predictability, and the marketing budget is eliminated because you know exactly how much it's going to cost to book a new project. So when you look at these ROIs, and this is just an example with the 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. If you're doing these, this is why I mentioned that doing high ticket projects is going to be the best. If you're offering high ticket projects, some of these backyard remodels can get up to $100,000 if you're doing a pool, full landscaping, turf, they want outdoor kitchen. These projects can get extremely expensive. And if you're getting a booked project at $3,300, the ROI is going to be crazy. There's no reason not to be leveraging ads this way for your business. Now let's take a look at optimizing your social presence, which is going to be where you're going to build some immediate trust. Now there's 2 main ways that we do this that we think are the most efficient. This is through Google My Business and social media platforms. Now, when you are shopping online and you're comparing 2 products that you're considering purchasing, you're probably going to check the reviews. And are you more likely to buy a product that has 5 reviews or 1,000? The same is going to go for your landscaping services. When they hear about you, maybe it's through an ad, or maybe they saw your Facebook page and they go and search you on Google, you're going to want to have that optimized and you're going to want to look good on Google. This is where we run our Google review campaigns. So this is where you collect past customers that have never left a review and you send emails offering a reward or a giveaway in return for a review. This is where you direct them to your Google page. You can also direct them to your Facebook page. Now, imagine having 50 plus 5-star reviews on your Google page. It's going to be extremely beneficial. Having these reviews will also significantly increase your standing on Google Maps. Now, Google Maps is going to be way more beneficial than trying to improve your Google search ranking. Let me show you why it's more beneficial. So for example, if we go onto Google and type landscapers in Phoenix, you're going to get Thumbtack, Angie's List, local landscaping quotes, Home Advisor. You can't get, it's going to be very hard to get your landscaping page on the top of the actual Google search ranking. But if we go to Google Maps, and type in landscapers in Phoenix, Arizona, now we can see that the landscapers at the top of this list are the ones that typically have the highest reviews. This is the page that you want to be ranking in, and the way you do this is by optimizing your Google My Business page and getting a bunch of reviews, having a bunch of photos, having good details about your company, having your hours, having your contact information. And that's exactly what we want to do, is optimize your Google My Business and not as much your SEO, because ranking on the search page is just not going to be possible. It's going to be a waste of your money, waste of time. Chances are more people are going to see your company if you ranked higher on Google Maps in the first place. So how do we actually go about running a review campaign and boosting your standing on Google Maps? So we automate this through our CRM by sending emails that look something like this. So it's going to be, John, we need your help. Our team over here at ABC Landscaping, we're very grateful that you chose us to bring your landscaping dreams to life. We're looking to grow our social presence. We would love to hear your feedback about our company and earn a few reviews on our social pages. Then this is where you enter the giveaway. We are submitting everyone who leaves a 5-star review into a $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. Submissions will be closed by the end of the week, and we will announce the winner. Let us know if you have any questions, and once again, thank you. Then you leave your Google link and your Facebook link, and you can say something like, P.S. If you leave reviews on both Google and Facebook, you'll be entered into the giveaway twice, even if you copy and paste the same review. So we can also filter these reviews to ensure that only the 5-star reviews are added to your pages. And this is so beneficial, and a lot of people are going to do it, especially if you do good work. If you are a high quality company, there's going to be no reason why they won't. Make sure that if you do throw in a giveaway that you actually do select a winner and give them a $100 Amazon gift card. You don't want to say this and then just not do it and take the reviews and run. You can post the winners on your Facebook or Instagram page, and this will boost your social proof as well. Now, speaking of Facebook and Instagram, let's talk a bit about social media platforms. So not many leads are actually going to come through your Facebook and Instagram pages alone, but you do not want a lead looking you up and seeing an outdated page with a few posts from 4 years ago. So what you're going to want is an updated profile picture. You want to have your bio and contact details updated, maybe give a little description about the services that you do and the service areas that you provide to. And it's just easy to post when new projects are completed. You don't have to be posting every day, but you can post a video of your crew while construction is being done. You can post before and after pictures. It's also huge if you post homeowner reviews. So maybe ask a homeowner if they're okay with you recording a little video, giving you some social proof. This isn't anything crazy, but you just don't want an outdated page, because if somebody is interested in your company and they come and see this, they're probably not going to be interested after seeing that your page is super run down. And one thing I would highly suggest is look into hiring a professional photographer to take pictures and videos of your finished projects. It's really not as expensive as you think, and this is going to have a ton of benefits, because you can use these on social media, but this is also going to give you tons of media to use for your ad creatives, which does play a big role in advertising. You can also use these pictures on your Google business page, which then again, if you have more images on that page, it's going to boost your ranking. And a big thing about this is just separating yourself from others, because when you do all of the little things, that's when you see big results. I laid out this little flow map to try and show you how ignoring one of these strategies can just throw everything off. And it's a little confusing because there's so many different routes that a lead can take after seeing your company for the first time. So they may see you on an advertisement. They may see you from your social page. They may see you on your Google page. Now, if they see you from an advertisement, they might not just go straight to a landing page. they may go check out your social pages. They may go check out your Google pages. And from here, this is where they're going to see all those high quality images. They're going to see the about you. They're going to see your reviews. That's going to build that social proof. Now, I don't know about you, but you've probably been searching something sometime, and then a couple days later, now it's popping up all over your Facebook and Instagram. Because, like I said, Facebook knows more about you than you know about yourself. So, if they are checking out these pages, then they might come back and see an advertisement from you. And now they already know about your company. So, they're going to be more likely to fill out that landing page or lead form. And this is where the conversion mechanisms come into play. So that nurturing and having those sales agents, those are all going to lead to actual new booked projects. And there's more steps to this, little details in between, but this is just a high level image to show you that when you don't optimize one thing, it might throw everything off and you might lose leads in the process. So when you have all of these optimized, when you have those high quality images, when you have the description of your business, your services, and you have these conversion mechanisms in place, that's when you really start to ramp up and you really can scale and build something that is way bigger than you may have ever imagined. One bonus strategy I wanted to share with you is a referral program to build power partners. So this is positioning yourself in front of high ticket clientele. Now, who's going to be around homeowners every single day? Realtors. So most new homeowners, they want new landscaping within the first 2 years of moving in. That sounds like a lot of opportunity. This is where we can create meaningful relationships with real estate agents in your area using AI. So you don't have to cold call. Maybe you've done this in the past. Maybe you've thought of this and you've tried to build relationships with real estate agents for referrals, and you've done cold calling or walking into brokerage offices. You don't have to do that anymore if you are able to utilize AI through a CRM software. So this is where you can create a sheet with all realtors in your service area and create a 4-step personalized email sequence where you will include your powerful offer, your services, and credentials. So if they reply with no interest, the automation will stop. If they agree to meet for coffee, then the conversation will get emailed to you so you can set up a meeting. And even just having one realtor relationship is going to significantly boost your lead flow because these jobs are coming in without you really even having to do anything. There's really no reason not to do this. This can be huge for your company. It is really important to make sure that these realtors know your services, know what you offer. That way, they're not going to be sending their clients your way for projects that you don't do. It's important to build a meaning relationship with them and make sure that you guys are on the same page. They want to have good relationships with their clients. And if their clients are in need of these services and they do have somebody who's reliable that they can send their clients to, it's going to benefit both of you. So that just about wraps up our Scape Haven services and how we are using Facebook correctly to implement conversion mechanisms and make sure that our leads are as high as possible and are the most likely to convert. So there's a couple different ways you can go about implementing these strategies. So like I said before, you can try different agencies, but most of them are going to give you a list of leads, contact information. They're going to have no conversion mechanisms, very little tracking. They're basically going to say, good luck, here's your leads, go close them. You can try and implement these strategies yourself. It's going to be a lot of time spent learning advertising, how to create lead forms, landing pages. You got to create those instant estimate quizzes, setting up a CRM, creating the email sequences inside the CRM, your nurturing sequences, reviews, the sequences to get the power partners. That's going to lead you to have to learn automations to actually get these to run. You're going to have to find sales agents to implement into your company. You'll have to learn how to optimize your Google My Business and your social pages, all while running your company and hoping to make it home before dinner. That sounds exhausting. That sounds impossible. Everything I mentioned above that you would have to learn yourself, we build this out done for you. We're going to implement those sales agents. We're going to build these landing pages, lead forms. We're going to set up your CRM for you. We're going to build out the automations, all of the sequences, implement our conversion mechanisms, optimize your social pages, optimize your Google My Business. So if you are stuck in your company, maybe you're only getting word of mouth referrals, maybe you are running Facebook ads right now and they're not working. They're exactly what I described with bad leads, unqualified, and you are interested in getting these services implemented in your business, I'm going to leave a link below where you can book a walkthrough call with myself where we will go over what is currently working in your company, what's not working, and ultimately what is holding you back from scaling and being where you want to be. And we will see what the next steps will look like from there. Once again, please reach out if something is still not making sense. If you have questions on a certain service or strategy that I talked about above. The last thing I want is you not booking a call because one little thing is confusing you. So reach out, book a call. Let's see if this is going to work for you. I'm super excited to speak with you. Thank you and have a great rest of your day.